next week, and the final, of course, in 2 weeks' time with a plethora of other feature races. Really looking forward to getting the heats underway, starting off with Warm Cockles. Dave Burnett is the $3 favourite and has been best backed in from $3.70. Earlier in the week, $7.50 was put up. What do you make of that, Nathan?
I thought it was an error when I seen it go up. He deserves favouritism in my eyes. He went to Queensland and was very good, and he bet Blue Camaro. Then he was only beaten a length to good odds Cobber, then half a length to Dacey's Rory, and then 3.5 lengths in the Gold Bullion Group 1 final to good odds Cobber there. So he's certainly bringing quality group form here to the Meadows tonight in a heat of the Australian Cup. So he's got to contend with a little bit of pace drawn underneath him, but he's a 3-time winner and 3-time place getter from box 7, and he's won 5 out of 11 at the track and distance. So he's into a more reasonable quote now around the $3 mark, and he looks hard to beat.
Are you a little concerned about any greyhound really coming down from Queensland, back from Queensland?
Well, we're going to see a lot of it here tonight, so it'll be very interesting. He'll be the first one that we get to see what, what the reaction is to him, if it helps him, or, that sometimes you go away and you get a bit of a spark up and you come back home and come back to familiar surroundings and you kind of really grow a leg. So he'll be the first. We'll see a lot through the Tem Lee series and a lot throughout the night.
Now, Reaper's on top for you. We'll find out why right after Jason Adams catches up with a few participants, a few handlers.
Thanks, Mark. With Emma Wardlaw on the other end of the lead for Cruising Debbie. Emma, she had some drama last week in running. Their overall time was slow. Do you blame the interference, or was it a performance below par?
No, happy with her run last week. It was probably a little bit of the interference. So, yeah, if she can get the jump right tonight, hopefully she's in it.
Box 1's perfect?
Yeah, to be honest, we probably like her from a bit of the middle of the field, to be honest. But, everyone likes box 1 in these races, so we're there and we just have to wait and see how it goes.
Good luck to Emma and her partner in Brendan Purcell. I want to have a chat to Dave Burnett. He's got Warm Cockles, who had a pretty good campaign up in Queensland. And Dave, when he comes back from interstate, how difficult is it in a week to get him ready for a night like this?
He's had a pretty easy 9 days off, so yeah, he's fresh and ready to go. So yeah, back to the normal weather, which is good for him too.
And being fresh, you anticipate he might begin a bit better?
Again, it's all up to him tonight. Get out and get rolling is the idea.
Good luck today, Burnett and Warm Cockles, boys. Heat 1 of the Australian Cup. Let's go.
Yeah, beautiful, Patch. Thank you. Great insight. You've got Reaper on top for Jason Thompson, the beginning of what could be a very, very big night for the camp, no?
Yeah, 2, 7, 4 and 1 my numbers. I went with Reaper on an each way value. I think his run last week was very good. I think the speed comes from box 1, and Cruising Debbie wants to get up the track, so there'll be a run up the fence going to the post and through the catching pen the first time. Just thought from box 2, if Reaper's happy to hold the fence, he might get a beautiful run through the corner, and from there he's awfully strong. He's already run over the 595 previously, so he'll be doing his best work late. Warm Cockles in for second, hard to beat. Poor Utilities in really good form, and Cruising Debbie's the likely speed. 2, 7, 4 and 1 for me.
Love it, Nath. Here's James Vandermaat.
Going back to back with the Oz Cup winner, racing in the Tem League tonight, and then if he gets his way through to the semis, he can have a real genuine crack at going back to back. So they're moving in fact, green light on for the first heat of the Australian Cup Series of 2025. Stand by for a jump. They're set. And they're racing, and Cruising Debbie jumped well from the inside. Great speed. Poor Fabian's going to carve over, and Poor Fabian's going to take the lead, settling down 1.5 lengths. Giacomo, and Reaper's getting into the clear. Railing up then Poor Utility. They're followed by Yogan Bale to the outside from Cruising Debbie. Ascender Static, and Warm Cockles right back at the end off the back. It's Poor Fabian leading 1.5 lengths. Poor Utility, who's a big danger. The Grenfell pair swing together, stalking them. Reaper. Poor Utility hit the lead. Reaper flies and gets up. Team Thompson in the first heat. Reaper won it from nowhere by a neck to Poor Utility, and Poor Fabian third. They got away from Ascender Static, and then Giacomo, Cruising Debbie, and Yogan Bale back with Warm Cockles. A photo finish, but Reaper will get it. 30.08 the gallop.
Gets the chocolates late. He stormed over the top, Holly Thompson. What were you thinking mid-race?
Oh, I was actually quite shocked. This dog loves to rail, so I wasn't sure I was going to take box 2. Because last week he went to the rail pretty hard from box 5, and he stayed fairly straight, and I saw some dogs coming to the rail. I got a bit nervous, but had a bit of pressure on me tonight. Had one of the owners who I haven't seen the dogs ever before, Craig McRae, he's here tonight. I said to him he's going pretty well and he's feeling pretty good, and he's just slowly improving, and oh yeah, he went amazing. I was just over the moon.
Hey, we've seen plenty of Craig at the highest level. This boy here we haven't, but is he given some sort of promise in his upbringing that he's capable of competing at a high level in the Australian Cup Series?
Yeah, definitely. He's been a dog who's just constantly kept improving and kept maturing, and he's still a baby. He's still just learning everything, but Dad had heaps of faith in him and said, oh, we'll put him in and see how he goes, and yeah, he's definitely made his mark and shown us that he's capable of doing this race.
Good job, on to next week.
Thanks, Jason.
Holly Thompson there, guys, and probably the most high-profile owner in tonight's form guide, Craig McRae, the coach of the Pies.
Yeah, well, good for him and good for Pies fans. It is great to have Craig involved. Good man is Craig McRae, and obviously premiership winning coach. Incredible performance, tipping performance by yourself, Nath, well found, and it was a nice last sort of part of the race for this greyhound. Talk me through whether you think he's, I guess, up to real big city Group 1 finals, or will he be more of a country cups dog in time just because of his record around the one turn? Where do you think his ceiling is?
I would be thinking 12 months' time, a rookie rebel would be perfect for him. You've seen how he hit through the line there. They've run home in 12.25, and I thought down the back he just didn't quite get enough clear room, and the couple of dogs in front of him have got pretty good metropolitan form and a pretty season. So I thought he left himself a little bit too big of a task. I thought, oh, lucky we've tipped him on an each way basis, because I don't think he's going to miss a hole here and we'll save our bacon. But he really knuckled down the last 50, and it was a really big win. And I think the key with him, Mark, is he's very lightly raced. He's only a baby, so we don't know where that ceiling is. But Jason Thompson would not put a young dog in a series like this if he didn't have confidence and faith in the dog's ability. I know Holly said there he had confidence in him, and he said we'll see where he goes and we'll see where he ends up, and he certainly was running through the line very strongly. He wants further, but he's most probably can't really feature, I wouldn't think, in the coming weeks. But he's going to take a lot of benefit for this series racing against good dogs, and then he'll go back to his right distance and right age group, and he'll continue to rack up plenty of wins. And 12 months' time, I think you'll be seeing the best of this greyhound.
It's amazing what we say about Reaper. It's almost exactly what we said about Joey the Jet on Melbourne Cup Heats night, isn't it? About the potential that's there. And it might just be a bit too soon, but 12 months, we could see a very, very smart animal. Yeah,
I think the difference was Joey the Jet and this dog is Joey the Jet's got natural speed and brilliance, where this dog certainly got plenty of ability, but he's definitely a strong back-end dog. So I think when he gets up to that 600, we're talking Hume Cups, we're talking McKenna Memorials, we're talking Rookie Rebels, we're talking all these feature 600s that are most probably, a couple of them are gone and there's a few more to come. I think in 12 months' time he'll be at the peak of his powers, and what a better kennel, to be in than Jason Thompson to get the most out of this greyhound. So really good for the owners there. One of my mates, Matty Hovey, Tristan Lynch, as well as Craig McRae, and they've got Tim Zhu, they've got Reaper, they've got a nice little connection with the Thompson family and Team Thompson at the moment going, and Reaper's certainly going to be there for a period of time and produce plenty more wins like Tim Zhu has throughout his career.
Marvellous to see high-profile owners involved in the sport of greyhound racing. That's race 2 done, and we're on the board with a nice $6 winner, Nath. Very, very good, and that'll definitely keep the streamers on Sky Racing Active happy and keep them switched on, that's for sure. We'll take a short break before we get stuck into the second heat of the Australian Cup. It's coming up in 13 minutes. We'll be back in a couple.